Can everybody hear? All right, check. What does Mike always say? Check, 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 1, 2. Okay, we're good? All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for taking the time to show up here on Sunday at 1 o'clock. I'm sure there's lots of other things that you have on your list that you need to be getting done. But it's been a very exciting weekend. It's amazing how it goes from the time you leave here on Wednesday and get back on Sunday afternoon. You know, looking back on it myself right now, I don't know how everybody else feels. It feels like it flew by. But, you know, yesterday about 11:30, we're getting ready to take the court. It felt like we'd been there for a month. So you kind of get both sets of emotions. So so then you take that and you look at the entire season. It feels like we just had the first day of practice yesterday, but yet it feels like it's been a 6-month-long season. So you kind of dealing with both sets of emotions. But we do appreciate everybody being here to get things started. I had things to say. I did not realize I was going to be leading this thing, so I'm trying to. First thing we'd like to do is congratulate the cheerleaders. From my own personal perspective, you know, and I can't speak for everybody, but wow. You have so much to be proud of. You know, the foundation that your squad built for you last year and laid down for you last year, you guys just took it and made it your own, and that's amazing. To feel the energy in that arena when they announced Groton area, it was awesome, and that's all because of you ladies. Congratulations. And I know they don't want to, but we're going to bring Aubrey and Maddie out here because they have to talk. It's part of the punishment of being here. Here you go.
Yeah, Maddie. Is this on? Okay. Yeah, I'm still kind of speechless, so if I'm stuttering, sorry. It's pretty cool to bring that back to back. Yeah. It's an honor. It is an honor, not just for us coaches, not for just those girls, but the community. And that first game we played Sioux Falls Christian, and the cheerleaders were doing like backflips and aerials and stuff. And the girls, I could just tell, were just freaking out. And so we went down to them and we're like, guys, don't worry about what they're doing. We don't have to do backflips. This award is not based off of backflips. This award is based off of how you represent that Groton cheerleading uniform. And they did that very well. Yeah, they did. I told them whether we're losing by 20 points or we're winning by 20 points, you cheer the same the entire time. And thanks to our crowd, we were able to do that. I said it last year, I'll say it again. This award is for everybody because without these boys, we would not have been there. We wouldn't have the opportunity. So thank you for being the best group of boys. By the way, my favorite video of the entire weekend was the video of the boys' reaction when the girls won. It was the best. Like, I kind of got teared up a little bit. I thought they were up in the stands, like way up high, and I turned around and they were on the floor ready to congratulate the girls. I know for a fact no other basketball team would have done that for their girls. You guys are so supportive, and I can tell you all love each other, but the love that we felt from you guys was amazing. Thank you, Coach Dolan, for being the best. I heard some students in the student section call you BD, so I might call you BD. I don't know. And thanks to Alexa for being the best athletic director. I love her. I don't know where she's at right now, but we love her. Okay. Last thing, I just want to thank everybody. I want to thank all the cheer moms for helping us get prepared. All the basketball parents. You basketball moms have included us in every single thing you have done. Thank you for that. This has been the best year for it. Sam Weber bought us neon palms for Neon Day, donated them to us. Thank you. The jackets, the blankets, everything. The community, the basketball team, the cheerleaders. Thank you.
You guys aren't getting off easy now. I mean, come on. Let's see that spirit individually here right now. I'm sure you all have something to say. I listened to you all weekend. Here we go. You have to.
No. I don't like talking. Well, thank you for coming to watch us. I think you're good.
Well, I don't quite fit into the skirts like they do, but
That was awesome. Well said, ladies. Again, congratulations. Back to back is something that's, I don't know if I'm not from around here. I'm not sure if that's something that happens quite often. I'm going to guess that it does not, but I don't want to speak out of turn. But that's absolutely amazing, and it was well deserved. And we thank you for all the support and all the stuff that you've done for us throughout the year. You guys work hard. These young boys work hard, and it's just awesome to see that work pay off. So thank you again, and congratulations. Next, I would like to give all the boys a chance to say something, say thank you, because there's so many people that make this possible for us, and I can't speak for all 22, 23 of us here, so I'm not even going to try. I'm a little talked out from the weekend as well, so we're going to start with Kenton here. Kenton, I've heard you talk all weekend. I know that you can find 4 or 5 words to say. I'm sure your dad will help you.
Thank you for the snacks. They're good.
Go Tigers.
Thank you, parents, for all the food.
Yeah, thanks to parents for providing the food, being at the game to cheer us on, but just thank you for the crowd and stuff.
Thank you, Mom and Dad.
I just want to say thank you to the coaches for letting us go along, and thank you for providing snacks and food. We had more than we could even eat, so thank you for that, and thank you for everybody else that helped us get here.
I'd like to thank all the parents that, did a lot this weekend, especially the moms. They did a lot, and I feel like they don't get enough credit for it. And thanks to the community for coming out and cheer us on.
Yeah, thank you for all your support. It means a lot to us. I'd like to thank my coaches and my teammates. And I'd also like to thank all the parents. You guys do a lot, and it's not really seen.
Thank you to the 3 seniors. Great role models. Yeah, thanks to all the parents, amazing teammates, amazing group, amazing community. Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys for the support, and thank you parents for making this possible. You guys are an amazing community. Thank you.
Thanks to the parents. Thank you, seniors, for everything that you've done. And thanks to the fans who came out and supported us. Thank you.
I want to thank the seniors. It was a fun time out there with the 3 seniors. And I want to thank the community for all the food and donations we got.
I want to thank the community. I'd like to thank the community and parents for coming out to Sioux Falls and supporting us, and then for giving us all the food and donations to help us get us through the week.
I'd like to thank all the parents for all the food and preparing the bus for us and all these jackets we got and all the little things they did for us. And thanks to the seniors for making this year fun and the rest of the team. Thank you for the community coming out to watch us.
Thank you, seniors, for making practice fun here and there. And I want to thank the community for supporting us through the whole season and making everything free for us on this trip. And I just want to thank you guys.
Thank you to the community for coming out and supporting us this weekend. It means a lot. Without the support, we probably wouldn't have been where we were. So thank you for that. Thank you to all the parents and people who provided the food and all the stuff for the weekend, the jackets, the blankets, everyone that did stuff to get us ready for the tournament. We appreciate it very much. And then thank you to the seniors and coaches for everything. I mean, from just bus rides to being in the hotel to practices, it wouldn't be like it wouldn't be near as fun without you guys. Thank you.
I want to say I wouldn't want to trade this group for the world because we've probably had some memories that we probably shouldn't share with everyone. Obviously, all the hotel rooms and all of us in the same room is deadly. Seniors, thank you. You know, it's been really fun. I'm gonna miss you all the little things, half court shots, curly hair, and Uncle Paul. You know. I want to say thank you to all the coaches too. In that, Dolan, I was probably the best speech I've ever heard in my life. He made everyone cry before the Clark game, and then we went out and then we just kicked butt. It was awesome. But this group is awesome. I love them, and I can't wait to go again next year.
Top that, Paul.
Well, I mean, everyone said it, but thank you guys for coming out and making the trip special. All the donations, these jackets are really nice. The blankets were really nice. And you guys were awesome down there. Thank you to the cheerleaders. You guys were awesome. It was cool going back to back. That made that state championship very special. To you guys, there's a lot of talent sitting right here. Next year, I mean, I told them this a few times now. Like, if you guys get 7th place again, we got to get out of that 7th place game next year, and I know you guys can do it. You just put the work in. There's a lot of talent sitting here. But I want to thank the coaches for these last four years. They've been fun. It's fun every day with this group. All you guys. Love all you guys. Thank you, guys.
I'd like to thank the team, first of all. Obviously, me, Taylor, and Paul are not the star players of this team, so all you guys that play your hearts out to get us to that state tournament, because it means just as much to us as it did to you guys. And then to all the younger guys, your time's coming. It was really fun to hang out with. I mean, I've never met anyone as funny as Ethan Kroll, so just hanging out with all you guys, it's been really fun. And then the new coaches, Ryan and Mr. Carson, it's been really fun to have you guys on our squad with us. I mean, it's been awesome, a lot of laughs shared. And I'd also, I think on behalf of all of us, would like to thank Brad Pauly, Corey Mitchell, Mr. Gerlach, Coach Dolan, all those guys that helped build us as basketball players and make all this possible. And then I want to thank the community, because we don't play the way we do without you guys. Groton travels really well. I think it's a big part of the reason why we win that award, which congratulations, cheerleaders. But we don't play the way we do without you guys. You guys are always so loud. We had half the crowd of some of those schools, and we were just as loud. So just thank you to everybody who makes it all possible. I have really enjoyed the last 4 years, and I'm going to miss all of it. So thank you, guys.
Well, glad I went last. Just want to thank the fam, the community. I don't know. And especially the freshmen and the 8th graders. Anthony for coming in my room at 11 in the morning. And, well,
Just want to thank the coaches, especially Coach Doan. Obviously, I had a lot of injuries, and I can't thank you enough for never giving up on me. And thank you to the juniors. We know you boys are the heart of this team. I'm excited to watch you boys next year. Thank you. Go Tigers.
Thank you guys. That was all very. You guys are getting a lot better at talking on the mic. We'll just say it that way. This is a great group of kids. You know, we talk about teams' DNA, and obviously I'm not a biology major, and I know that people's DNA doesn't actually change over time. But we always talk about every year, every team's got its own DNA, and you can have 95% of the same team back from the year before, but what they do from the end of the season to the start of the next school year changes who they are. They grow up, they have different life experience, and they do different things, and so they come back and they might have a little different role. They have a little different personality, a little different perspective, and I love this group's DNA. I mean, like we're lucky. A lot of people thought this was going to be a rebuilding year. How many teams get to rebuild at the state tournament? That's pretty awesome. I don't think there's very few people out there that expected this group to be there, and I bet half of you, if not more than half of you, when you watched our first home game or second home game versus West Central, thought we were going to get back there. Am I wrong? Because I had to watch that film Thursday night after we lost Sioux Falls Christian. I'm like, who the heck was coaching that group? So we've come a long, long way since that day because they stayed the course, didn't cut corners, did the things that we asked them to do, and that's why they had the opportunity to get back to the state tournament, and they deserved it. And again, it's an awesome achievement for them. And, you know, had a different coaching staff this year, and it was a learning curve for them as well. I'd like to give them an opportunity to say something here, and you know, wouldn't have been there without them. There's a lot of people to thank, and we'll get to that. But I would like to give the assistant coaches an opportunity to talk here. So I'm going to hand the microphone here to Coach Tracy and let him share his thoughts and experiences on the season.
I'm going to go behind the guys. I had to put mine on paper because I wanted to make sure I shared it accurately. I think I'm bringing a perspective that maybe a lot of us don't have, and I'm fortunate enough to have it. You know, the first thing is, you know, I'm coming from being a dad in the stands, right, with a passion about basketball, my own opinions about everything that I'm watching or seeing on the court. My wife would probably even say I know everything. That's what I say. I'll call that the perception. Okay, so that's the perception for me. And then I was being blessed to have the opportunity to see behind the curtain, right? To have the boys and the coaches and administration allowed me to be part of the basketball family. Being part of this every minute of the team time, the laughs, the huddles, the practices, the bus, the sweat and tears, the whole experience. I'm going to call that reality. So I came from perception, and now I've been in reality. I've learned so much from this family. I couldn't possibly share it all, but I'd like to just share a few things that I really felt were the most important takeaways. We've been fortunate in this community to have a lot more winning than losing, but this whole experience has nothing to do with that. It's not about Coach Dolan or about the plays he calls. It's not about who scores the most points on the court each night, no matter what we think. It's not about how many minutes each kid's play at night. It's not about anyone's personal agenda or thoughts. We have, as parents, any thoughts we have to enhance the experience. These are all things that I've learned personally. I'm not pointing anyone out. It's all about the kids and the collective family. That's what I've learned. It's the life experiences that are created for these kids through this. I've been here in the reality. I've seen the tears, the sweat, them working through adversity, handling adversity, learning to know it's not about them. It's about the team. It's about something bigger than just them. Then growing together, putting the team first before yourself, all the responsibility and the respect that Coach Dolan expects and teaches these kids. It's learning about accepting a role and doing it to the best of their ability, and all the work and effort and sacrifice these kids make to put in. These are all the reasons we as coaches and parents get to share in this experience and success. It's not about the winning or the losing. That's the results. The results and the experiences all start with improving over the summer individually, all the team camps we go to, all the time they put in, the open gyms, and the desire to do it all again the next year. None of this winning can have been without this family, the whole family, the starters, the bench, the scout, the ball boys, stats, cheerleaders. It's not about me. It's not about them. It's not about you. It's about this family. And I'm so proud to be part of this family, so proud. I'm so impressed with the compliments that we get on these kids. You should see what we get, unsolicited. It's unbelievable. And I just captured a few of them because I don't think you guys get to see them. The major general that handed out our awards after we won 7th place, the one standing on the court, putting them around the neck, after the cheerleaders won, she came up to me on the sideline and said, "Your kids, your boys are absolutely incredible." She said she taped our kids coming down from the stands and cheering and getting behind their teachers, and she sent it to her husband. This lady doesn't know me. She doesn't know our boys. She just seen them as human beings reacting that way and taped it and sent it to them. That was amazing. In Vermillion, I had a referee come up to me, again, unsolicited, and told me how respectful our kids are on the court, and all kids should act like them. They've never had anybody hand them the ball back as many times as our kids has. And that all comes from Coach Dolan. And I'd also like to say, you should see these kids say thank you to our bus drivers, the people that wait on us, every person in our path. And then people comment on that. And they probably don't do that to you guys at home, but that's this group of boys. They are absolutely incredible. I've never seen a group of boys like this in my life. I'll wrap it up. But I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you boys I've connected with this year. You all have a special place in my heart. All the memories you created for me, I will never forget them all. And I'll be forever grateful. I wish nothing best for the seniors in their new path. You will do great things, and you will always be part of this basketball family. For the rest of you, I look forward to the next chapter and to see where we can go together as a family, because alone it would be impossible, and it would be way less fun. Thank you all.
Thank you, Coach Tracy. A lot of emotions there. A lot of things that it's hard to process when you don't get to see him day to day. We'd like to thank Carla for loaning him to us the last few months. I know it probably put some strain on things at home with, I'm sure he does all the cooking and cleaning, so I don't know who did it the last 4 months. That's what he told me. I don't know. I'm just saying. But no, we appreciate your family letting him be a part of our family for the last few months, and we look forward to having him a part of it again as we move forward. Next, I'd like to hand it over to Coach Carson. I didn't know Coach Carson from, I don't even know. It was just foreign to me in general. And then we had a meeting with Mr. Schwan and Alexa, and we talked about him being the assistant coach, and next thing you know, he's the assistant coach, and like, who is this long-haired? It's kind of red, isn't it? Like, who is this kid from Langford? I don't want a Langford Lion on our staff. What is going on here? But he kind of grows on you a little bit, It's kind of like that stray cat. You give it a little bit of milk, it comes back, and a little bit of food, and it comes back, and he's still here. So we're very lucky to have him. He's got a great rapport with the kids, as does Coach Tracy. And Coach said some nice things on the bus. Both of them did, and I'll let him share them too. But the three of us work really well together, and it's been an awesome experience this year. It's been a lot of fun getting to know both of them from a coach's perspective and a personal angle, and just very lucky to have them. And I will let Coach say a few words.
Well, just to kind of back up what everybody else said, I mean, this is an awesome group of kids and an awesome community, awesome administration, head coach, assistant coach, cheerleaders. I mean, everything is top-notch from top to bottom. I'm not going to go on along because I can't come up with stuff off the top of my head like these guys can. So I'm going to kind of pull a playbook out from somebody that I used to know. Yep. So back in the day, this is how I started off. I said, I'm not much of a public speaker outside of my math classroom. So I'm going to have to share a poem with you just like my old high school assistant coach would on a welcome home. So this might be a little emotional for me. So this is my 2024-2025 basketball welcome home poem. I'm sure this would bring some joy to old Coach Roy. Coach Dolan and company had the foundation laid. Myself and Coach Tracy, man, we had it made. The season started out, and as JD would say, it's a great day to have a day. We added Becker to the puzzle. Luckily for our team defense, he did not come with a muzzle. 8th graders took the turns on the tape, and some things started to take shape. Anthony always had a few things to say, and a few things we dare not replay. Asher, 260 is your clout. Little did we know your real strength was calling out the plays out. Practice had some good times. Most are hard to put into rhymes. But you must be a punk if you think Logan Warrington can't dunk. And Coach Erickson's bag, it weighs a ton because she's the one that the team turns to when we need something done. Sodak 16, our matchup was winner. Rough first half, but the second, we had them for dinner. 3 teams from the NEC, we knew good competition there would be. Hamlin Clark and who else, asked Jace. Surely we knew our place. Loaded up and on the road, disco ball and all. On to Sioux Falls, time to play some ball. Off to the banquet on Wednesday night. Sizing up the competition, we knew we were in for a fight. Sioux Falls Christian, we hoped would be closer. Carson, buddy, you got put on a poster. Off to Top Golf we go. Easton had clubs flying off the top row. Ethan, all the hype. On Snapchat, taught all the old boys how to sideswipe. We knew West Central was tough. Nothing could prepare us for it to be that rough. Later that night, in all the coaches' clear sight, Jordan, usually all filled with power, but most excited when a girl gave him a flower. Saturday morning, wake-up call. The room so dark, not even a stir. Hey, Keegs, you up?
Yes, sir.
We needed a spark. Next on the docket, we had Clark. Ryder Shelley in the locker room hit the dance floor and showed everyone his move. He got the team hyped and into their groove. Gage attempted a dunk, and his hang time was sick. Too bad he got fouled, but it still made for a great pick. Sam, Kinton, and Major, all part of the team, helping out at state while living the dream. It's basketball. You all know we're going to shoot some bricks, but as for our cheerleaders, they're winning the Spirit of 6. Saturday night, the final scene. Ryder Johnson made us all proud by making the all-tourney team. Turner, Taylor, and Blake, we can't pretend. Our time together, it's coming to an end. The memories and tears were shared. We all know how much you guys cared. Friends we started out, and brothers we became. One big family. Thanks for accepting a new member in me. Go Tigers.
Thank you, Coach. Well, as we draw this to an end, this 24-25 season, which I said when we started talking that it's just gone by in a blur. There's lots of stories to share. There's lots of things we could talk about. Seniors, Turner says that you guys weren't star players, but I hope that over time you guys have figured out that doesn't really matter. As the coaches have mentioned, you guys mentioned, everybody up here had equal part in what we've accomplished this year. Just because I think our practices are a lot longer than 32 minutes, right? Everybody up here has put in the work. You three, Blake, remember the first year we went to state and you filmed every single game. You're a part of it. Practices, everything. And nobody up here should ever question what they meant to this team. Because if one of you were missing, this wouldn't be the same. If one person up here was missing, it would not be the same. When Deagle got hurt, wasn't sure he was going to play basketball. Me and Vicky and I talked on the phone, and we just wanted to get him back and have him be a part of this team that he's worked so hard for the last 3 years to have his senior season. And because we all wanted you to be there. You deserve to be there. And your role in this team is through the roof. The determination that you showed to get back multiple times, right? So was it the West Central game where we put you in there and you got that steal? The official walks right over to me. He's like, "Did you do that?" No, I was hoping that was what was going to happen. That's what you do, and wish you could have been healthier, but we're so glad that you decided to stick with it and be a part of this. I don't think anybody disagrees with that, do they? Turner, you've sacrificed a lot of stuff that you do to be a part of this team. And I don't think many people know what you have sacrificed, and I don't need to be the one to tell that to them. That's your story to tell. But where you were at, always saw the potential in you, always did. And where you finished, how can you feel like you're not a star member of this basketball team? I just, if I look back on what you've done, you've earned everything that you've been given. You've worked your tail off. Buying into a concept that you're not used to, with it being a part of something bigger than yourself, and you've bought in, you've helped lead this group. We wouldn't have been in Sioux Falls without your leadership and without your contributions in practice. You've gone back and forth from scout team to playing and scout team to playing, and every time you're on the scout team or the second team, whatever we want to call it, you made the guys that you're going against better, and that's why we're here where we are today. So please don't ever feel like your role, somebody else's role, was more important than yours, because it never was. Thank you. And like I said with Blake, he's been with us all 3 times the state tournament, and you can't ask. Sometimes it's just what it is, and yeah, not everybody sees what he's done for us, but every day he answers the bell. Every single day he's been a part of this. He's answered the bell. He's worked his tail off. He goes hard. His hardest critic is himself, because he wants to be perfect, and I don't know if he realizes that nobody is perfect, but he strives for it. He wants to be. He's hard on himself because he's trying to fulfill his role on this team. And there's no way we would even remotely be here if you were a part of this program, Blake. Thank you very much. We talked about before the game yesterday, as I said earlier when we first got started, that there's a lot of people didn't expect us to be where we were. I'm not a math major, but I think about 86% of the teams that are in Class A were watching TV this weekend. You want to carry the 1, subtract the 2, I think you get the same number. Okay, just trust me on that. You're not asking me to spell. I am better at math. 86% of the teams in Class A are sitting at home watching this on television. And, I say it joking around, but I'm serious. You go back to that West Central game, and, I didn't have doubt after that game, but I was wondering if what I was doing was right. And I went out to eat with a good friend and a smart aleck down there named Major, and ran some thoughts that I was thinking about maybe making some changes, because I didn't want being a stubborn person to be the reason why this team didn't achieve what it could achieve. Never want that, because it's not worth it. So we're sitting at the circus. I got salt shakers, pepper shakers, ketchup bottles, A1 steak sauce. I'm moving things around. I was with Jesse and Major, and I swear Jesse was probably dizzy when I was done. I think the salt had 32 points. The pepper had 12 rebounds. Ketchup took 2 charges, and there was mustard everywhere. But I figured out that we needed to change a few things just from a teaching standpoint, not necessarily from a fundamental standpoint. And I think from the day that we got out of our own way, or I got out of my own way, this team really started changing a path and changing a course, and maybe understanding a little bit better of what we were expecting from them on the floor and off the floor, and communication and things like that. You know, I was fortunate enough to get my first head coaching job at 29, and I was coaching in college, and you're coaching 18 to 23-year-olds, that gap isn't very far, right? And it's easy to be stubborn. Well, that worked back then. I tried this. Well, I wasn't that much older than those guys. Well, now I'm 49, and these guys are 13 to 18 years old, and that gap changes. And if you don't change with it, you can lose them really easy. And that was kind of what I was feeling over Christmas break, trying to figure out how to connect and reconnect with the guys and shorten that gap a little bit, still be relevant in their lives, even though I'm an old man. And so they could listen and buy into what we're talking about. And they did. Christmas break was awesome, and we were still finding our footing. But what I want to thank them most for is staying the course with our coaching staff and staying with us and understanding that trial and error sometimes, right? Sometimes we try something that doesn't work. Sometimes we try something that works. Sometimes we stumble upon something. But this group never quit trying. They gave it their best effort. And as we talked before the game, I feel like I screwed us up Thursday night, and it spilled over into Friday. And with the help of a really good friend, I had to find that energy. If I want you to play with it, I got to have it. We had a great moment in the locker room. It wasn't planned. It wasn't on purpose. It just kind of came out when we talked about we're right here in this circle for one last time. This is our DNA, but we're in a fork in the road. We got 3 young men are about to go this way, and we got 14 others that are going to go this way. And that's okay. It's okay to take the court Saturday knowing that we're at that fork in the road. But we're staring that fork in the road. We're still in the same circle. We have this one last moment together. We've been there. They have not. Yesterday was the last time this group's going to put on a uniform together. The very last time. The very last time. And that is okay. It's okay for these 14 guys to give them the send-off that they deserve and go out there and bust their hump and send them out as winners, because that's what they deserve. And it's okay for the other 14 guys to view this game as this is their first game of the 25-26 season, because they've got something to propel for. That's okay, because we're all doing it from the same spot. But when we walk off that court, that fork in the road happens. It happens every single year. And it's okay. You have to embrace it. You have to accept it. And that's what they did yesterday. They came together at that moment before the game, and it was an amazing thing to watch. You 3 are always going to be part of our family, always. We talked about, we had to tell some of these guys what it meant, what the word siblings meant, but we all have siblings, right? Okay? It is true. We had to tell a few people what the word siblings meant, but we won't get into that. That's not the only thing we had to explain. But relationships and family, you have siblings. If you got older siblings that go off to college and things change, but they're still part of your family. They still come home for Christmas. They're still there. I turn around the front row, and we had so many former players in the stands because of what you guys did this year and got them to come back and support you. And I know you 3 are going to do the exact same thing for these guys when you can, because you've put so much hard work into this and help continue to lay this foundation. And it's not lost on anybody. You're always going to be part of this, even when you go off into your new experiences in life. Worried about this guy. He's going into power line work. I'm wondering the next time I see him, he might have straight hair. But you guys are all going to be missed. And we all can't wait to see what you guys accomplish over the next 4 years and every day of your life. And when you come back to see us and still your words of wisdom, I can only imagine what you guys might have to say to this group at Christmas break next year. But we'll see. And then you guys that are coming back, we sat there and watched games all weekend. I feel like sometimes we doubt ourselves because of our name on our jersey. And I hope that you guys saw this weekend that there's no reason for us to doubt who we are and what we can and can't do. And we'll continue, we'll start that journey, start June 1st when we can get back in the gym. But I have no doubt that we're going to experience great things and that what we can accomplish is still way out there in front of us. And I want to just thank all of you for everything that you did for us this season. So thank you. I am emotionally spent. I don't have a lot of words left to say after this weekend. I think I used them all, but a bunch of thank yous, community, just a lot that you guys do for us, starting with the golf tournament and things like that. And I again, my only experience of coaching high school basketball is here in South Dakota. Been a lot of gyms. I mean, over the years of this community and support that we have at home games, I don't know of another home. I feel like we have the best home court advantage in the area. We've played everywhere, and we got to thank the community and the student section for that. That's amazing. Parents, obviously we can't do any of this without you guys. I mean, the stuff you did to help us get ready for the state tournament, the snacks, helping with food, the decorations. I swear we're the only team, Class B, A, or AA, that had freaking disco balls on our bus. I'm really not sure if that's a good thing or not, honestly. But well, your son's the one that used them, so it must have been. But no, we appreciate it, and it's hard to just thank everybody. But the blankets, the jackets, again the decorations, and all the food, and just thank you. And I know I'm missing some of it, but it's not lost just because I'm not mentioning it right now. I'm not mentioning it on purpose, but. We appreciate Groton Ag for the sweatshirts, and I don't know who did the blankets, and I don't know who did everything, but I'm not skipping anybody on purpose. Just thank you guys for everything. Parents, the snacks, the cookies. By the way, when everybody was, I don't know who made the cookies, but when everybody was asleep, I went and stole them out of their rooms. So I have them all. They're all gone anyway, so it doesn't matter. But thank you guys. It was amazing. Our administration, Alexa, Joe. I know Shelby's not here. Our school board. They make all this possible. It's not cheap to drive to Vermillion. It's not cheap to go to Dakota Valley. It's not cheap to go to the DAC-12. It's not cheap to go to the state tournament. It's not easy to always say to allow us to do the things that we need to do to be successful, and you guys always try your best. It's not always a yes, but you guys definitely don't say no. We've tried to figure out if there's a way to make it happen. If we can, you guys let us, and that's awesome. And if we can't, then it's, we'll move on, try and find another way. But thank you guys so much for that. My coaching staff, Becky, for doing the stats. Thank you so much. She did the laundry Friday night for the white uniforms. She didn't have to iron them this year, so that's good. Having Coach Carson and Coach Tracy, if you guys could stand up for a second, I'd appreciate it. I was actually just doing it to see if Coach Tracy was still listening. It's been an awesome experience with them. We've grown just like the team. I mean, this is all new. All of us are new. This is, like I said, this is a new DNA. And it's all been new from the beginning, feeling each other out. Coach said it really well on the bus ride home. We all compliment each other well. We all got to know each other better as the year went on. Trust, and not that we didn't trust each other day one, but that trust grows, right? It gets deeper and stronger. And, being able to rely on each other, I'll be honest with you, I found myself as the season went on feeling more comfortable asking them to help with this or help with that. Their scouting reports were great, and the stuff that they do that I don't have to worry about, which is amazing. They're really helpful on the bench. They have great thoughts, great ideas, practice. You ask them to do something, they do it. They bring you their own opinions. They use them and you don't use them. They don't, not one way or the other. They know it's all going into a pot, and we're just going to decide what we think is best for this group. But I really want to thank them because I know the sacrifice for Cody and for your family, Coach Tracy, which I already mentioned, that, we ask a lot. This isn't I told the guys in the locker room yesterday that I did this for the money. And Ethan's never gotten one of my jokes before, ever. And he literally looked at me with like, no, you don't, coach. He finally got one of my jokes. But, yeah, good job, Ethan. One more Ethan story real quick before I forget. He got a girl Snapchat while we were inside Culver's, and she was in the drive-thru. He ran out and got her Snapchat. And as Paul Harvey used to say, now that's the rest of the story, right? Back to the coaches. I mean, just thank you. I mean, we had great conversations all weekend, and it was just awesome to get to know you guys, and just really look forward to us continuing to grow and providing these young men great opportunities. So we couldn't have done it without you. We couldn't have done it without you. Thank you guys very much. Cheerleaders, once again, awesome, unbelievable. Just you guys are rock stars. I can't even tell you what it felt when I heard your names last night. It was awesome. I mean, you're looking around going, I'll be completely honest. My competitive thought was, you guys deserved it. I don't think there's any way in hell they're going to give it to you 2 years in a row. So just think about that. Think about how much better you really had to be to win it 2 years in a row. You know what I mean? I'll bet you there's people that didn't want to give it to you, and you left them with absolutely no doubt. They had no choice. It would have been robbery had they not given it to you. So congratulations again. And the last thing I would say is echo something Coach Tracy said about the boys. You more so this year than probably any other year, and I don't think this is a negative reflection on past teams. It's not. We have more compliments on these young men in their behavior. Just absolutely. So I know the corporal grabbed Ryan last night. I know sometimes in the stands it looks like I might be getting upset with the officials. Usually we're just catching up on old times when we're talking. So I think it's just a little bit of a misconception out there. We can fix that. I mean, these guys have seen it. They know. Well, yeah, I mean, I had the bald guy yesterday laughing the whole game. I don't know. But I was walking through to go down to the floor for the all-tournament selection, and the gray-haired official from, I think it was we had him yesterday or Friday, he grabbed me and said that by far this was the best group that he officiated this weekend. By far. And it's better I don't know their names. I don't know his name. I was going to look it up, but I forgot today. But he said, you don't have a group of boys hand the basketball back like that. You don't. One of the things he said, everybody has emotions. The best part about your team, when one of your kids gets emotional, another one goes over there and tells them it's going to be okay or talks them out of it. If they don't want to give us the ball, the other kid will pick the ball up and give it to them. He said, the best group he coached all weekend. Now, that's one hell of a compliment. And we've had it all year. We had it down in Vermilion. I can't remember everything now. Again, I'm spaced out. But this was the year we heard it the most, by far. Restaurants, bus drivers, everything. And it's just amazing. Would like to congratulate Keegan and Ryder for being named NEC All-Conference. To be completely honest, it's frustrating sometimes. We're second place in the conference. We get 2 kids on the team. Clark, third place in the conference. They get 4. Hamlin gets 4. It's just kind of a continuous theme. I don't know why that is. I do believe we have other boys on this squad that deserve it. We deserve to be recognized more than we are. But I think that's awesome that Ryder was the second highest vote getter behind Easton Neuendorf, and that's an awesome honor as well. And so proud of you guys. And then also everybody knows, I'm sure by now, but Ryder was named to the Class A All-State Tournament team. awesome achievement. I'm proud of you, both of you. Proud of, but they'll be the first ones to tell you that they couldn't do it. They couldn't do it without their teammates, without their family, without everybody. And it's absolutely amazing that you guys did that, and we got more in front of us, and we'll get it done. You know, again, just thanks to everybody. This has been way more emotional this year than the past years. I can't put my finger on why. It just has been. Stop.
We're not doing this again.
I know. Major, stop looking at me.
We're not doing this again.
I should just wrap it up. Again, I want to thank my best friend Shelly for being there with me this weekend and taking pictures of all the boys. I know you guys all enjoy that. They're not all flattering, but most of them are. And again, one more time, thank you to this group, 24-25, Groton Tigers. I'll never forget you guys. I'll never forget yesterday. I hope you know that was hard. I'm gonna miss you guys. I'm gonna miss you guys because when you come back, you're gonna be different. I'm gonna miss you guys. Just thank you for everything, and we should just end this. Go Tigers!
Go boys. Go enjoy it, guys. Go enjoy it. Enjoy every minute, guys. Go enjoy it.